All right, what's up? Tom Giles, joined now by head coach and sporting director of the New England Revolution, Bruce Arena. Bruce, thanks so much for coming on. How's everything going?
It's going well. We're a little disappointed in the results this past week, but we're looking forward to the game in Chicago.
Yeah, let's get into a little more about this past week. And it was the first loss that you guys had suffered in the regular season anyway, since the opener back in February. You guys get shut out now, went 2-0. I know that you said that you were disappointed in the effort right after the game. Is there anything on film that you picked up or saw that has you encouraged moving forward?
The effort was okay. I think tactically we did some things wrong. Our passing needs to be better. For some reason we don't play as well at home as we should, and that's got to get better. Many of the teams in our league now press up the field. They put you under a lot of pressure. If you use basketball as a comparison, you could use it think about a full court press. And teams really step up on us, and we need to do a better job building out of the back, utilizing our midfield a little bit better. And then when we get in the middle third of the field, do a better job to just keep possession. So those are things we talk about, work on, and hopefully we can get a little bit better in Chicago.
I would say it's probably very challenging, too, to make those adjustments when you're missing Carlos Gil and what he kind of represents for you guys in the middle of the field. How much of a challenge has it been offensively to create chances, to get anything going without a guy like Carlos Gil?
Well, it is a challenge. In any sport or any team where you have a top player and a player of the caliber of Carlos, you just don't replace him with somebody else. And it's been a big loss. But having said that, we have enough players that can take bits and pieces of the things he gave us and help make our team better. So we keep building on that, and hopefully it gets better game in and game out. By the end of this 6-game stretch, which takes us, I believe, into September 12th, we need to be better established as a team as we take on the last 12 games of the regular season, because that's going to be critical if we want to make the playoffs.
You just brought that up. So you are in the midst of 6 games in 23 days, which I would think is already challenging enough. I don't know the last time you would have encountered something like that as a coach. But then beyond that, what's next for MLS?
Well, we will be playing 12 remaining games in a regular season to give us a total of 23 games, 6 obviously home, 6 away. And it'll be challenging. We're traveling on game day. I would imagine the next dozen opponents are going to be at a greater distance, so there's a chance we could play in Fort Lauderdale and Orlando and Atlanta, be stretched out a bit, and the question is whether we'll be allowed to travel in the day before. If not, it gets really challenging traveling the day of the game. So we have to deal with all those things, but it'll be the same for all the teams in the league.
Yeah, I mean, that almost seems unheard of in today's world for a professional athlete. You get on a plane, you fly to a city like you're going to do on Sunday to get to Chicago. You get off the plane, you go play a match, and then you get right back on the plane. And I understand they're avoiding hotels and everything else, but I can't imagine you thought that you'd be seeing the day where you'd be flying in and out in one day for a match.
Yeah. Well, we do check into the hotel the day of the game. It makes it a little easy. We can get off our feet for a little bit. Having said that, I always tell the players it could be worse. You could be working a real job and going 9 to 5 every day. So, as inconvenient as that may sound, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, I remind myself of that as well every day. I'm sitting here talking to you in front of a plant in a living room. It's like not exactly digging ditches. All right. Meanwhile, let's look ahead to Chicago Sunday night, 7:30 game. Playing in Soldier Field, which will be kind of interesting too. Is that going to be kind of eerie, just playing it just in the middle of that giant football stadium with nobody in it?
It's a big stadium. It's obviously somewhat similar to Gillette. I've played in Gillette in the early years of Major League Soccer. I've played there with the national team. It's a beautiful facility. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it's empty. But again, another challenge. But it's all part of the process that we're dealing with this year. And, we look forward to getting on the field there and trying to get 3 points.
I would say one guy that's definitely going to give you the best chance of earning 3 points would it'd have to be your goalkeeper at this point, Matt Turner, who's just playing unbelievably. Are you surprised that
he's been our most consistent player this year, no question about it. He's done very well. We need to get other players a little bit more consistent game in and game out. We've had some very good performances, but not on a consistent basis like Matt has performed. So we're hopeful we can get that. I think Gustavo Bo's generally been pretty good for us. So, we look for Gustavo to continue to be dangerous in and around the goal. But we need other players to step up. So hopefully Sunday's the start of that.
Is there also just one, element of this too, where you're constantly trying to keep guys fresh because you are playing your third game, and I think it's 9 days where you've got to rotate guys in and out?
You do, and it's difficult. Again, I'll relate to, say, basketball, which we're watching, and we're watching the Celtics right now. The luxury of basketball is they play 48 minutes. They have timeouts. They have substitutions. Soccer, it's a 90-minute game. We're up to 5 substitutions right now, but there's no re-entry, as we know. So it's really challenging on the players, and each and every player is a little different. We have to see how they recover from our game on Wednesday, and tomorrow we'll have a better indication. So hopefully we can get the right understanding where our players are at physically and make some decisions for the game on Sunday. However, regardless of all of that, I think we do need to make changes because it's a lot of games in a short period of time. And on top of that, we have travel. So hopefully we can select the right group of players to get on the field and hopefully, as I said, get us 3 points on Sunday.
All right. Well, Bruce, thanks so much for taking the time. I know you guys are, again, you're busy. You're going to be flying out here in a couple days. It's a crazy stretch for you, but good luck Sunday. It's, again, 7:30. Revs taking on Chicago at Soldier Field. You can see that game right here on NBC Sports Boston.
I hope we have a good showing on your network on Sunday.